Morning, Soul Family. Interesting visual outside. So there's two boats tied up next to one another out there in the fog. And then another boat comes to join them. The two that are sitting there are, it's interesting the kind of boats they are. They're like party boats. Not party boats, but like, I don't know, it's interesting. They look like, they're not fishing boats, but two. And then this other one kind of floats up next to them. He's pointing to something, so it's like he's giving them direction. And it's foggy out there, so it's like there's somebody that wants to get going, but they don't know where to go, or they don't know what they're doing. Or maybe these people are somewhere, and this guy's going by and asking, hey, no, because he's pointing. And then there's a buoy right there. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it. There's a buoy out there, and on the buoy, next to those two palm trees, there's a bird just sitting. How many people are in this boat? So this is a fisher. This boat coming here, these are fishermen. 3 people in a fishing boat. Those might be wakeboard boats. So someone's fishing around a couple. Someone's fishing around a couple, and it's a little bit foggy. They're trying to figure something out, and the couple aren't quite sure either because they're not moving anywhere. They're just kind of sitting in their emotional waters, but they're together. Song right now, I don't know where my home is. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away, but I don't know where my home is. I want to fly away. So they don't know where to go. These two, they're talking to each other. I don't know where to go. It's foggy out there. So for you guys, I woke up this morning. It was interesting. I feel like I've had a baby. Like there's been some kind of a new beginning happening for sure. Because whenever I'm like some idea or something new is happening, I start gaining weight. It's really bizarre. Like, but not everywhere, just in my stomach. And it's like, oh my God, what's going on? I feel like I'm having a baby. And then I realize there's something that's happening. There's something that's being created. Something that's I'm about to give birth to something, an idea, a thought, a change. And last night I went to bed early, which is interesting for me, very early. And I brought Lily on my chest like my baby. And I did Reiki on her for a good hour. She had to be fed, but she hates. So I'm feeding my baby, right? And then I slept. My dreams were, I don't know, interesting. Not quite sure about them yet. I saw a lot of different things, so I'm just going to leave those for right now until Spirit floats it back to me. And then I heard Liger came up to lay with me on the bed. In cooler weather, he likes to snuggle with me, which is nice. I love that. And I was kind of like semi-conscious, and I heard this click, click, clicking around, but no crying, no sound. And no doubt it's Lily doesn't want me to grab her to feed her again because she hates it, being force-fed. But she's literally fading. She needs it. And so it's kind of like, you know, us, I suppose, when, like that person out there, I don't know where my home is. I don't know where to go. And you're just sitting there and you're in the fog and you're not moving anywhere. You want to go, you want to fly away, but you don't know where to go. So someone comes along and they're directing you, and the boats are still sitting in that same spot, and the direction, whoever gave direction, they're moving on and doing their thing. So it's like Spirit, they'll bring direction to us, they'll give us the information, but it's up to us to act on it. So last night, Lily, I feed her, right? I go to bed, I have my dreams, I hear this click, click, clicking quietly around, it's dark. And that was in my dream. I heard her saying, I don't like being in the dark. It makes me nervous. So I think her eyes are kind of fading. And that's also a message that someone doesn't like not knowing what's going on. It makes them nervous. The fog, it's everywhere right now, right? So whatever you're going through in your life right now, there's a lot of uncertainty, and the fog hasn't lifted. So it hasn't been revealed. You're not quite certain where you want to go, or you know you want to go, but where? How? So I look down at the side of the bed, and she's just sitting there looking up at me, and she's thought, oh God, here it is. So it's like she knows she needs the food, but she doesn't like having it administered to her. So it could be us too. We know something has to change. We don't like it, but we know it has to happen. So I pick her up, and she's so frail, right? She's weak, so it's kind of like a newborn baby. And I feed her, and she struggles a little bit. She doesn't like being held, but I feed her, and then like she's my little infant, right? And then I put her on a little blanket. There's there for a while, and then she kind of separates. So it's kind of like sometimes we get information. This is interesting. It's like when I do readings or when Spirit gives us something, we ask for a sign or guidance, and then we're shown what to do, and we don't like it. Or maybe we just need to go process it, but she didn't like it. So sometimes we don't like it, and we have to just kind of go away, and I'm like that, There's only been 2 people really in my life that have ever been able to put me in my place and have me go back and say, okay, you're right. Really, it's difficult, I feel like otherwise I barrel through myself and struggle and make my mistakes, but she comes to me, and I just got the word rescue. So she knows I'm there to help her, right? Even though she doesn't like what has to change or what has to happen. So then I get up, I take care of her. I figure, you know what? I'm awake. I'm awake, and I'm rested. I'm not stressed out. I prayed, and I did Reiki on her again this morning. I went up to the bathroom to get dressed, and I realized, my God, I've dropped so much weight. My baby has been born. Whatever this is, something has changed, and my stomach is as flat as can be. It's like when you're nursing a baby after a while, they get you back into shape really quickly, right? So things are moving forward. It's interesting to me. I'm wearing another one of my cute, brand new, well, it's not brand new, it's second hand, but it looks brand new, little boho hippie top that I got myself the other day, treated myself to. So I'm all ready to go, and we're going to do our reading. And I know I know what messages I was getting when I was speaking. You might have heard something. Let's do our music. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you the items that you can choose from, and then we're going to do the music, because I want you guys to really think about what it is that you're going to choose from, okay? So the items you have are Ganesh. Ganesh is the obstacle remover. So whatever obstacles are in your life, this is kind of like the symbol of, to me, this is a symbol. I don't pray to a deity. I have God and his angels and archangels, and this is a symbol of removing obstacles. It's also a symbol of my own self, removing obstacles, getting out of my own way, right? This hand being up right here, it's kind of like, no, don't cross my boundaries. The foot being lifted up is, me getting out of my own way. So this is grounded. This is wood, so it's grounding. I like this. So there's Ganesh, that's one. We've got the ladybug clothes peg. Ladybugs talk about wishes being fulfilled. The clothes peg is clearly, you want to hold on to something. You want to either remember something, you can grab a note with this, you can hang something up with it. It's about grabbing onto something. You want it, go get it. Or this has got a hold on you, or I got a hold on something. And the wishes, the ladybug wishes, it talks about wishes being fulfilled, but it's not due to force, right? It's when it's appropriate. Right now I'm getting post-traumatic stress, I'm hearing. It affects 1 out of every 5 warriors. Well, you know what? We're peaceful warriors. We're all affected by post-traumatic stress at different times in our lives. So is that got a hold of you, right? Has that got a hold of you? Think about that. That came up right then for a reason. Then you look at the numbers on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six wishes will be fulfilled. Or if you want to break it down, 3. Or you break it down again, 2. Right? 2 big wishes. So focus on if you had 6 wishes, what would they be? And then if you had 3, and then if you had just the 2, what are the 2 most important? And then 2, you can bring it down to 1. What is the one thing you want most? Are you going to go for it? You're going to grab it? Red is passion. Red is love. Red is also being rooted, your root chakra, right? Do you need to get rooted? We talked about post-traumatic stress. Do you need to get yourself rooted, grounded somewhere you can get a hold of yourself, somewhere where you can feel like you're a part of something. You feel connected, right? You need to get a grip on something. song right now, I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. Somebody's really dealing with that. Then we've got the crystal tipped wand. This lights up on the end when I have a battery that works in it. This was my mother's. She used this in energy healing. And when you take this apart, there are different little heads, little filters that fit put inside here, like green ones for love. There was red for passion, for love as well. Different healing modality spots. My mother was a healer. And there's a red one. All of my stuff was stolen. All my mother's tools and all of her work were stolen. But this my daughter found in a box. And I got it, which was really important to me. So here is one of the little, this is one of the little, I should look and see if I can get these online. I just thought of that. I think I'll do that for myself. But then you point this, you put the light on it, and you take the crystal, because the crystal, this is clear quartz crystal, you charge with any intention. You put the intention into a clear quartz crystal. It also charges every other crystal, so it intensifies that. So the crystal, those are little glass slides inside, so it's red. So you could put your intention on the crystal inside, your passion or your love or whatever it is, and then this intention could be something different, and it's amplified. And then you point it on your body wherever you need it to go. You need to remember something, you're trying to send out a thought, it has to do with speech. Put it on your throat chakra, your heart chakra, wherever it is. For healing, putting healing, loving warmth, this would be really good. I love this. This is copper. This is also healing. So that's the third one. And then we have the Selenite tower. And we talk about the tower, the falling tower. Oh my God, the falling tower. People are so afraid of the falling tower. But I heard yesterday the Aquarius fell from his tower. Or was it yesterday, the day before? And it was actually a positive. So the tower falling in your life can actually be something really exciting, right? You can be falling in love. You can be falling for something fantastic. Or you can be falling off of a place of pride, falling away from something that's no longer in your highest good. You've just let go. Selenite is cleansing, self-cleansing, and self-charging. And it cleanses and charges all other crystals. It's also the color of coming clean, purity, innocence. It's beautiful. So these are your 4 items. I like them all. I like them all. So you look at these items and you decide for yourself, what is it that you want to choose for yourself? And we'll do the music. Okay, so I just got a message from Alma from Now Healing. I've spoken to you guys about the Now Healing CD that I have. I Am Now Healing. It's amazing. So that's just reminded me that I'm going to, this is the person who wrote You Can Heal Your Life, right? For every physical symptom, there is a emotional root cause. So I'm going to grab that right now. How interesting. It's evading me right now. So I'll have to do this on my own. I hope I can remember. I wanted to look up why Lily's not eating. It's an emotional cause, although I feel like I already know. Okay, so have you guys chosen your items? I'm going to put everything out here on my table, and we'll go one by one. I found I'm going to do our reading a little bit differently today, I've decided. I'm going to leave this page up so that I can remember that. But anyway, Now Healing. There's a Now Healing. I am Now Healing. It's a CD that I listen to. It's a meditation CD, and it's absolutely amazing. It's just, if ever I'm in a negative headspace, I'm going to show it to you guys. It's sitting here in my CD player. If ever I'm in a place where I'm thinking the wrong way, or I'm feeling afraid or worried or disappointed, I mean, clearly that's thinking the wrong way, right? Whenever I'm in my ego, if I listen to this CD, I'm out of it immediately. So it's I Am Now Healing, and www.nowhealing.com. You can get this in Los Angeles. You can order this, but you can look it up online. And I have no affiliation to this. This was my mother's. One of the things that I have of my mother's, and it's amazing. I would recommend this highly for everybody, and it's not expensive. And I've spoken to her many times. I've shared it before on my personal page. I've literally gone through the CD myself and played the CD and written down all of the affirmations, because that's what it is. It's positive affirmations. But it literally takes you through your auric body, your cellular body. It works with your family, your ancestors. It works with you. You're healing your physical body, your spiritual body, your emotional body. It helps with relationships. It helps with the planet. I mean, it's amazing. It helps direct where, like as I drink the water goes appropriately to every place in my body where it needs to go. So it's like words, affirmation Reiki almost is what I feel like it is for me. So it's amazing. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to do the same thing that we did yesterday. I'm going to have the items one at a time, and we're going to use, for those who chose the brass wand, that's also going to be fire signs. So if you chose the brass wand, this is your message. But you also got a message if fire is your group, right? So for those who chose Ganesh, that will be earth signs. For those who chose the ladybug, that will be air signs. And for those who chose the Selenite wand, or tower, Selenite tower, that will be water. Okay? So I know what I wanted to do as far as a spread, but I wanted to do like one, I think I want to work with the Angel Tarot today. And then I'm going to do a spread with the Psychic Tarot. And I'm not quite sure how, I just started doing it this morning, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should do that for us. So, correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm hoping to get through it quickly so it doesn't take, way too much of my time, because I need to work today. Correct for neutrality on all levels. If anybody would like help with a private reading, my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. If you would like help with dream analysis, private reading, or any other items on my page, go ahead and take a look at there. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please click subscribe, and you will be notified of these videos when they come. If they're helpful to you, I would appreciate a like. I love your comments, and share with others so they get the messages as well. Okay, one more shuffle, and we're going to the brass wand. I'm going to move everything out of my way. Okay, so we're going with brass wand and fire signs. So if you guys watch. Somebody's saying there's nothing holding me back, but they're watching but not doing anything. Okay. She says she's never afraid. This deck is so thick, so it's difficult for me, so I'm going to ask for it to be split. And I'm going to ask, and I'm going to let you guys see this. Okay? In case. Okay. Show me a yes. Thank you. Show me a no. Okay. Is it this one? So it's the other one. That was easy. Oop, sorry, guys. Why is this one? There we go. All right, so it's this one. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Those who chose the brass wand are fire signs. What is your message for today? Well, that's pretty clear, right? So the Eight of Air. So this is the Eight of Swords. So this is kind of like what I said. The person out in the water wanting to go, but not quite sure of where to go. Song right now, right? She says she's never afraid. Maybe I should stop and start confessing, but somebody's not. So right here, this is talking about feeling that you're trapped, but you're not. The illusion of being trapped. The lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action, which is exactly what's being said in this song right now. So exactly what I saw outside, right? I want to go, but I don't know where I want to go. I don't know where my home is. But it's interesting here because this one's moving forward and these are not. Look at this one, their wand, how it's, their unicorn horn, how it's kind of tweaked to the side. These ones are all looking at this one, and this one's looking over here. So I feel as though, you know, lemmings, they all follow each other blindly. They just go. And this one is the only one of the whole group that's not looking here. So to me, I feel like you know you don't want to be here, right? You know you don't want to go here too. You're looking over here, but you're not going. So why is that? Why is that? So what we're going to do, and this is what I saw this morning, is we're going to take the Psychic Tarot, and we're going to ask, but we're going to do it in a spread of a few different cards. In that way, we'll be able to allow each person, because there will be different people that are having different scenarios in their life, right? It'll give you either, this will be all you, or it will be for several different people. So you want to go somewhere, but you don't know where you want to go. Or you do know where you're looking at going, but you're feeling like you can't go there. You know you don't want to be where you're at, and you know you don't want to go ahead with the other person. So you're waiting. Things are just going around and around and around, right? You're just kind of like stuck. Now, is that because you keep doing the same thing again and again, expecting it? I mean, you're not going anywhere because you're afraid. You're afraid to take action. So because of that, you're just orbiting, right? The growth is within this vial, but you're going around and around, and you're in the waiting game. But this is your choice. You've chosen this. So this is talking about positive and forward movement. So here's the opposites, right? Eight of Air, and this is 8 as well, which is, you know what? You are abundantly supplied. When you follow the light, when you go into the light and follow Spirit's lead, this is freedom. Remember, I want to fly away. I want to fly away, but I'm not flying away. I even know the direction that my horn is pointed. It's not here and it's not there. It's across the water. You want to go across your emotional waters, but you're not. But if you follow the light, you will be abundantly supplied. This is about positive forward movement. So maybe you've been feeling stuck because you have been waiting for someone else. This is the illusion of being trapped. So here's a different scenario. You have an illusion that I'm stuck. I'm not going anywhere. They're going there. These people don't care. I want to get going, and I'm not going. I just feel like I'm going around and around in circles. But one scenario is, you know, you feel you might be going around and around circles, but you're actually spiraling up. You're productively waiting. Things are growing. Things are actually happening. Time is passing. Things are growing. And you may be thinking, yeah, everything's passing. Time is passing. And I'm not going anywhere. You're frustrated, right? I feel like I'm stuck here. But this says there's positive forward movement. One more. And there will be celebration. There will be a coming together with friends. Maybe you're going to be going to meet up with people. Whatever this is, it's a positive outcome. So that's one way of looking at it, right? I feel like I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck here, right? Time is passing me by. Everything's going, people are going and I'm not. But Spirit says, no, you know what? There's forward movement and it will be positive, and there's a reason for celebration. Another is, I want to go, but I'm not going because I'm afraid to take action. I lack self-confidence, and so I just sit and spin. But Spirit says, if you move forward, this is a positive move, and there will be reason for celebration. Awesome. Awesome. How does it apply to you? All right, so now we go to those who chose Ganesh. Those who chose Ganesh. And we're going to work again with the Psychic Tarot. Oh, yeah, we'll work with both of them. We'll work with the Psychic Tarot, and are we working with this deck? How interesting. I got no. Why? Not this deck? Okay, so we're working with different deck. Sorry, I keep pulling my cord. That's interesting. I keep pulling on my cord. So there's a cord wrapped around. There needs to be a cord cutting meditation done. I keep pulling on my cord. It's a charge cord. It's a cord that I'm charging. So if I'm charging and I pull it over, I pull everything over when I'm charging that cord. Am I attached to the wrong thing? Am I getting a negative charge? No. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I don't need it. That's what I'm just being told. You are charged. You don't need it. So release it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with, what is this? The Psychic Tarot of the Heart. And this is for those who chose Lord Ganesh, or I think we're working with earth signs. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ganesh. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So the first one, wow, how funny. I picked the first one and it was my sign. Well, one of my signs. Okay, here we go. Correct for neutrality. What's the most helpful message for those who chose Ganesh? Or for those who chose earth signs? Two more. Where's the message that we're working with? What would be most helpful? Whoa. Okay, hold on. That wasn't a good one. That's morning hands. I need lotion. My hands. It's so dry. Okay. So believe and succeed. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that. Because there's a lot of different ways we can look at this, and that's what I like. Believe and succeed. If you believe in yourself, you will be successful. Ganesh is the item you chose, and Ganesh says, get out of your own way. Any self-doubt, any self-limiting beliefs, right? Get out of your own way. Follow the light, get in your boat, move towards the light. Recognize that anything that is going to be a negative thought process or anything that's going to get in your way, your intention is that is blocked, that is stopped. Any obstacles are illusions. They're not there. You're moving forward. In order for you to move forward, you have to have that space in your head. You got to be changing your focus. You got to be thinking in a positive. Or they're telling you, because of the fact that you have this belief that you will succeed, you will succeed. It's a positive. This is about confidence. This is about assurance. This is about going for it, right? I'm moving forward. The waters are calm. The light is ahead. Clearly, you're going to go where it's lit up. And right now, it's very, very important that you do believe, I am going to be successful. I am successful. Don't say I'm going to be. I am successful. And whatever it is that you're after, whatever it is you're thinking about, your focus is that it is the way you want it to be. I'm going to be understood. I'm going to be heard. I'm going to have the finances come through. My health is improving. Lily's health is improving. My attitude is positive. I see the light. I see the messages when they come. I understand them. When I don't, I am able to detach comfortably. I don't take offense. I step aside and I allow Spirit to clear it up for me. I know that when I need to see something, the light will be shone and I will get it. And when I do this, I'm saying to the universe, I'm ready to move forward. I'm confident in this. I'm trusting you. I know that you've got my back, and I'm looking to you for guidance. And in that way, it's all going to turn out in my highest good. Whatever situation I'm involved in, whether I'm dealing with a family member that I have a problem with. I did a reading last night for a client who has distance with a family member. They've cried and begged and tried, and the person won't, there's a disagreement. And I said, let them go, detach. I posted something this morning about holding space for someone. We each have our own soul's path to follow. Whether this person is a child or a lover, a loved one, they still have their own personal path. We don't make somebody do something. Sometimes they are in a dark place because they need to be in a dark place until they can figure things out. You may think that they're in a dark place, but they have been sent in that direction in order to learn a lesson, and you can't learn it for them. So you're going to detach with love. Support, yes, be there when they need you, but you're not going to hold on to it. You're not going to allow it to affect you to the point where you lose your joy and it pulls you down. You're going to focus on the light. You're going to focus on the positive, and you're going to say to Spirit, in regards to this, I hand this to you, and I know that you're going to make sure that this works out in their highest good. Now, however long it takes to work out is depending on that person, because they have free will. But you, for your part, you're going to believe that you're moving forward to the light. You're going to believe that you're going to be successful, because you are. You're going to successfully detach from that problem, whatever it is. You do your part. I hold you a space of love, right? Whatever you're going through, I'm here. But I also, in doing that, allow you to deal with your life in the way that you can. And this way, I'm able to not be thrown off my path. I'm able to move forward in a successful, positive way. I don't have to feel guilt. I just move forward. Whatever situation it is, you move forward in that way. You hold that energy. You are at a place of peace. You are a beacon for others. Others are watching your lead, right? The way you're handling that situation. You can sit and worry and stress and lose your cool over something, but you can't change that situation. So what good is that? You're going to just believe things are the way they are because there's a lesson being learned. And as long as I follow the light and do my part, I'm going to be fine. The number 6, I always talk about it not being so focused on the material world, but that also, it doesn't just mean finances. It means lift your focus, where? To spirit. Take your focus so much off of the drama or whatever it is that you're dealing with or someone else is in this world, and recognize spirit from an ego-centered spot. You don't see the way out. From the ego-centered spot, you get confused. But from a higher perspective, you know everything has an order, right? Recognize the number 6 is also about protection and healing. It's about teaching. So it's about harmony. So think about that. You are an example. You're an example. Keep moving forward. You will be successful if you heed these messages. Let's see the different ways that it could apply for you, or what's going on with this. Believe and succeed. Should we shuffle this? Yes. In what ways? Should we take a look at this? Now, I'm going to do this in a different way this time. Wow, this is amazing. Okay. So we've got believe and succeed, right? And then we've got flow. But you're upside down, so you're not going with the flow. So we already just found out what we need to do in order to go with the flow, right? We need to release it. Go with the flow. You might be up to your waist in your emotional waters. But this way, the number 10, it's the number 10 regardless. A situation is ended, which means a new door is opening. So you need to recognize you're going to be successful if you flow. You allow things to flow. You go with the movement. This is the wheel moving forward. Here, you're not moving forward. So this may say you're stuck. I'm not moving forward. Okay, I'm not, something that I want, something that I was wanting to be successful with is not moving forward. Okay, because this is saying it's not moving forward. It's either you or it is not moving forward. It could be a relationship. It could be a job prospect. Whatever it is, it's not moving forward. Okay, something that you wanted to be successful in. So that doesn't mean you can't continue to move forward and be successful. But in this particular instance, there's something that's not moving forward, either because you're stuck and you're refusing to go with the flow and allow things to play out, or it's just not going to happen for you. So what do? Exactly what we said here. We detach. Don't hold on. Don't chase something that wants to fly free. You can't hold on to a butterfly. Release it. The dove represents peace. The dove represents taking a breath, pausing. You feel like you're out in the cold here. Maybe that's what's going on. Somebody's left you. Somebody's chosen something else. It didn't happen. You detach from it. Don't take it personally. It wasn't meant for you. Right now, this is talking about a dedicated effort, these two working together. So you would, to be successful, you would move forward in a place where there are ones that are dedicated, working together. Right now, this is single, right? This isn't working. So in some instance in your life that you thought was going to be successful, that you were believing in, it didn't work. It stopped moving. It chose not to go that way. That was an ending. You're asked to detach. Move forward so that you can be successful in an area where there's other people that are working with you, because clearly there was no working together here. Another message that we could look at here, because if this could be something not to do with someone else, it's just a project maybe that you have in mind, or maybe just as your own thoughts about moving forward on something. You're not, right? I'm not moving. I'm stuck in the water. I'm stuck in the water. I'm not moving forward. I feel like something has ended, and I don't know where to go. And I'm holding on to something. So I guess it's the same message. It's maybe someone has detached from you, right? And you need to release them. Yeah, the song right now, baby, now we've got bad blood. So something went wrong here. And it's someone has either detached from you, and you need to release it and let it go, because they're moving on to something different. But it doesn't mean that you can't be successful in your life. That comes forward pretty loud with this message, with the song. Right? Now we've got bad blood. So what can you do? There's another way you can look at this in order to be successful. Is there anything that we can do to turn this emotional situation back around? If I step back and give it some space, even though it doesn't feel good right now, if I detach from this and allow this to have some space, we could maybe allow for a healing. I move on and I do my work, and I ask for, like this, just like I said about that person that was talking about their family member. Maybe a disagreement within the family. They've detached. They're gone. You feel left out in the cold. It's an ending to something. It's been emotional, right? But there's a light shining down on this situation. So you could ask for spirit. Just like I said, you hold space. This is how you paint your picture. How are you painting your picture? Are you going to paint your picture looking like this? Or do you want paint your picture like this? If it is a relationship that has ended, or a partnership that has ended, and that's it, they've chosen to go in a different direction, you still don't want to hold this picture for yourself. That is not a way for you to be successful. You want to paint a picture that looks like this, right? Where there's harmony, whether this is a partnership, a family, or a lover. This is where you want the light to shine down. So either you're going to ask for this to come, and I ask for peace and healing to come upon the situation, and I detach in peace, which is what the dove represents as well. Or you just let it go. You recognize this was not for me. If you feel sad, you feel out in the cold, comfort yourself. What do you need to do to take care of yourself, to keep yourself in a place of feeling warm? If you feel tears that are going to fall, allow them to fall. Don't stuff your feelings. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. But then paint yourself a picture. Don't stay stuck in this place. I'm choosing to bring this into my life. Show me how to bring this into my life. What do I need to do in order to bring this into my life? So that's your messages. All right. So, see, with love like that, blood runs cold. So something that was done left you feeling cold. So those are all those different things that you can do to alter that situation. So correct for neutrality on all levels. We're going to go to those who chose the ladybug, closed peg, or air signs. And we're going to be working with what? we're going to be working with the Gaia Oracle. So correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So it makes sense to me when I, the fact that the angel numbers are talking about the number 6 being, don't be so focused on the material world, like worries of the material world. Keep your thoughts focused more to spirit. With the number 6 also representing sacrifice, caring, healing, protection, and teaching, right? Motherhood, harmony. That would be your higher self that you would be focused on. When you come from a place of self-sacrifice, and I don't mean a martyr, I mean about caring, healing, protecting, and teaching another to bring harmony. That is coming from your higher self. So that is another message, besides the fact that number 6 represents don't be so focused and worried about material items and needs and provisions. Focus on caring, healing, protecting, teaching others. Focus on others and give of yourself. Think about harmony, bringing harmony into your life. It's also think about caring, protecting, teaching, and bringing harmony into your own life. What do you need to do that? But you do this by focusing on your spiritual self. And that is what the number 6 represents. I needed to say that because I use the number 6 a lot and people argue with me about, no, I'm not focused on the material world. I'm not all about making money. It's not just about that. It could be about self-healing, right? Self-care, self-love. All right, so for those who chose, I've got to get a drink of water, so hold on just a second. Talk about self-care. Okay. Ladybug. Harmony. Interesting, we just spoke about that harmony, didn't we? So, self-confidence, productivity. Now, the ladybug, your wishes will be fulfilled. It looks like you're in the flow. Now, it's interesting, when we get this card, depending on the other cards that come up with it, this gives a different depiction, right? Sometimes it's like I'm tangled up in cords. I'm feeling rather depressed. I'm feeling rather blue, which is what you could be feeling at this time, right? Oh my God. I feel like I'm holding everything together. I'm the one who has to do everything. I feel like I'm standing here on my own. I'm the tree. Remember, we're supposed to go for the people that are the roots, that hold the tree up, right? Some branches let you down. Leaves blow away, and they're in your life only for a little while, the leaf people, right? And they're pretty well, they're there, but then they're gone. You want to be with the roots. And here you're like, geez, I'm everything. I'm holding it all together, right? And there's a lot of energy moving around you. And you're standing there, but you're doing it all. You're handling it all. Now, another way, this is a positive. That's the way, depending on the cards that come, we'll see. Right here, you have no problem being your authentic, natural, true self, because blue is the color of truth. You speak your truth. You stand in your own personal energy. Look at the energy. You're emanating a positive energy. You are one with nature. You are movement. You are growth. You are truth. You are light. This is confidence in yourself. You're doing it all. So this is, and you're doing this by yourself with, of course, the company of spirit. But you're doing this. This is about self-confidence, self-productivity, self-power, personal power. So you are at harmony with the forces of nature. Remember, when we are in harmony ourselves and our thoughts, feelings, and actions align with spirit, that's when we manifest. So this is a time where you're going to be productive. You're exhibiting self-confidence. You are showing yourself for who you truthfully, authentically are. Everyone can see that. And you have no problem doing that. You're holding it all together. You are growing, you're supporting, and you're standing, and you're emanating this positive energy. Your stars are in alignment. You are in the flow. This is the vortex. You're in the vortex. So this is a very, very positive time for you right now. You are being asked to channel this energy. Take the power that you have and productively move it forward in the direction that you want it to go. Pay attention to how people react to you, respond to you, come to you, ask of you. Watch what's going on. People are honoring you. They're respecting you. They're looking to you for guidance. You've got a lot of power right now, so be very careful of how you exert your power. Don't be coming from an arrogant place or lording over or controlling manipulative energy. I can't even get it out. We want to stay in this place of peace and truth and authenticity, right? Because sometimes you can be in this place and let it get to your head and you flip and you go in a negative direction. So right now, this is a time when possibly doors that had been closed in the past, they start opening. Things are moving for you in a positive way. Why? Because you are in your truth. You are authentically, truthfully yourself. And you're out there for everyone to see. So this is now, they're asking you to watch now. Pay attention. When you stand in your truth and you're authentic and honest and open and in the flow and using your energy in a productive way, you watch how what may have not been open to you before opens. People now all of a sudden become more receptive to you. The things that you're asking for or things that you're thinking about start flowing towards you more easily. This is going to be happening over the next few months. This is the flow that you're in right now because you are in flow with spirit. You may have been struggling. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't feel this way yet. This is the energy that you have, the ability that you have with the work that you've been doing. So let's see. Or your mindset, right? What are the different ways? Do we use this one? No. No, we use this one. Awesome. 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 Yeah, this is you. This is badass. You are aware. You have been tapped into your higher self. That's why things are. Just like I said, you are in connection to your truth. You are tapping into your spiritual energy. You are using your speech in an appropriate manner, and you are embracing your own personal power. You are the magician. You are the wise man. This is you at this time. This is what you have. This is the ability, and this is what you're channeling at this moment. This is amazing. So use your speech. Look at this. This happens when you speak, and this can be what can happen for you if you step in to your authentic true self. If you go with the flow, if you recognize the power that you have and use it in a productive way, if you tap into your highest self, if you go to your spiritual guides, look how pleased he is with himself, right? Look at his eyes of blue. Truth. This is truth again. When you speak your truth. 5, significant change is occurring. Always for the better. Good idea to call upon spirit for help with these changes. 3, full circle completion. The ascended masters are working with you. Also, this is a very powerful number for women. Sacred women's power. Personal power. Number one, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. There's a new beginning, a new idea that's taking place, a new relationship. This is your rebirth. This is how I felt when I woke up this morning. This is how I felt. This is a new beginning. And this is where 8, infinitely supplied. When you stay in the flow with spirit, you are infinitely supplied. Ideas, opportunities, the perfect people, situations, everything that you need comes to you when you step into your own personal power. And this is available to you right now. This is you right now, or this is what happens when you do this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Song right now. I was walking around looking down at all I see. I could use someone. I could use someone that speaks like you, that thinks like you. I could use someone like that. So is this you? And that's what you want. You want someone who speaks their truth, who's tapped into their higher self, who follows their path, who is in one with nature, who is authentic and open and honest with who they are, who stands in their personal power and stands alone. Because people who stand alone, they're powerful, right? They've done work. You recognize this is a place of power, and you recognize that power doesn't necessarily mean that you have to roar. This lion is not roaring. This lion is wise. This is a leader. People look up to this wise person. This is wisdom. Gray-headedness is the sign of wisdom. And you recognize that is powerful. That is movement in your life. That is success in relationships. That is success in your businesses. That is success in your spiritual life. This is badass. Way to go. And you freaking had the ladybug. No kidding. Your wishes are coming true. Your desires are coming to truth and manifesting. Why? Because of all of these things. Because you're paying attention. because you're listening to your higher self, because you're embracing your own personal power, because you're taking responsibility for your own life, because you're speaking your truth, because you're open and honest and standing for all to see. You're taking responsibility. You're getting yourself grounded and rooted. You're in the flow. You are speaking your truth. You go to where truth is spoken. You are in the flow, and with that, you bring your wishes to you. Wishes just don't come poof out of a bottle. We bring to us who we are, what we have. You've done this. You can this is either you at this point, or this is what you need to get to this place. I'm getting prickles all over my body. I feel this right now. I feel this energy. This is amazing. And the fact that this is air signs, air is about speech, right? Air is about intellect. And this is about using your spiritual mind. That's where the focus is, on your crown. Downloads. The downloads, you were aware. This is an awakening. This is a new beginning. This is a new birth. This is about your mental process. This is about, you know what? I'm not stuck. I'm not waiting around for stuff to happen. I realize that I have the ability to move forward and handle things on my own. I can bring to me. I can manifest to me. I am part of spirit. I am aware. I am awake. I am capable. I am powerful. And I use that. I speak my truth. I sing my song. I use that to help others. I recognize this powerful change is always in the light. And I ask for Archangel Michael to help me move forward. Archangel Michael is the color blue. Any cords that I had, any cords that might have been around me, I felt them yesterday. I was told. I was to tell someone to back off, and I thought, who? I didn't even know what it was. I said, whatever cords they are, sometimes we don't know. Cut them. So there's Archangel Michael's blue coming and slicing whatever cord was tying me up, right? I don't have that cord around me anymore. I'm in the light. I stand powerful on my own. This is a new beginning for me. I embrace my power. I move forward. My wishes will be fulfilled because my intentions are always positive. That's power, you guys. Good for you. Song right now, I like myself better when I'm with you. So where do you go? You take yourself to a place where you feel good about yourself, where you feel that you move forward, where you're supported. Right? That's powerful. That's smart. Okay, now we go to those who chose the Selenite wand, which is also freaking amazing. This is powerful. This is truth. This is coming clean. This is a self-charging, but charges others. As a super sensitive, I will tell you, and many of you are super sensitives, we need to self-charge. Right? We know that we need to go into nature. We need to go into quiet. We need to go to spirit. We need to remove ourselves from whatever is toxic. We need to listen when spirit says, say no to people crossing our boundaries. It could be just that we are just giving too much of our time, right? We know how to do this. So this is about self-charging. But then when we self-charge, we are able to charge others. That's why we need to self-charge. We need to do that because there's others that are coming to us for our light. This is a powerful, powerful place to be. So water signs, your message comes from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay, well, let's see what's going on. Let's see if you guys have... I'm a water sign too, so I take myself with this. What's going on, water signs? What do we need to look at today? You know, and when we get a message here, this message is not who you are. This is a situation in your life, in some aspects, either within you or someone close to you, right? Someone in your work environment, someone in your family, within you and your lovers, within your own personal home. This is just guidance. This is something for you to look at, pay attention to. What's going on here? 2 more. Correct for neutrality on all levels for water signs. Or for those who chose the Selenite Tower. I see a great, beautiful tower. All right, this is it. This has been a time of great personal growth for you. You're sitting here. What's interesting, I like all of these items together. I like them all. Song, I like me better when I'm with you. So someone has recognized, you know what? Where I wasn't a great place. I knew for a long time. I stayed for a long time. I like me better when I'm with you. So this is a situation of growth having happened. When you look at this Nautilus shell, it starts out just very little here, and it grows, and it stretches. Spirit always wants us to stretch. Sometimes stretching doesn't feel good. Clearly, when children grow, or even men or women, when they work out and muscles grow very quickly, whenever there's rapid growth, you get stretch marks. So this has been a time of rapid growth. It may have felt to you like it's been going on for fucking ever, but it's been a time of rapid growth. There's proof in the pudding here. And all of these pearls in your hair, these are seeds, pearls of wisdom that you have garnered, and you are proudly displaying them in your hair. You may be feeling, oh my God, I'm going through like the worst time in the world right now. This is a time of powerful growth for you. Whatever challenges that you're experiencing or looking at, you need to look at them as, this is growth for me. This is happening for a reason. You aren't where you were 5 years ago. Now you may feel you've gone backwards, but we never go backwards. We're spiraling around. Song right now, meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle. So there's been a problem between people. Meet me in the middle. So figure it out. What are you doing as far as relationships are going right now? You're holding on tightly to something and you're not feeling very certain about it right now, right? You're a very gentle person, right? But you've got this growth that's happening. So it's interesting. Maybe you knew somebody before, right? You've changed. You've grown. And meet me in the middle. Maybe now it's come back around again. We're in the Mercury retrograde, people coming back again. Are you going to be looked at, if you step into your power, the changes that have gone through, if you step into this personal power, you're not who you were then. Are they going to look at you differently? Are they going to be turned off? Are they going to feel like you're too strong, you're too aggressive, too controlling, too domineering? Are they going to feel this way about me? I thought about that myself too. I've grown a lot. I've changed a lot. It doesn't mean we have to be aggressive. It doesn't mean you come from a place of domineering attitude and ego energy. Of course not. Then you wouldn't have grown spiritually. Just because you're powerful and strong and you know where you stand and you know what you're going to accept for yourself and you know how to respect yourself doesn't mean that you're going to be a turnoff. And the problem is this: if you're thinking that, whoever is going to be turned off by that is too weak for you. They're not ready for you. You've grown past that. So it's not going to be a loss. So don't be afraid to step into your own personal power. Stand in your integrity and be truthfully who you are. You can be this very peaceful, loving, gentle person, and maybe you're facing a shitty situation right now. But Spirit says, you know what? You've got what it takes. Yes, you do. You have got what it takes. You have the light within you. You have the strength within you. You know how to charge yourself. You know how to draw from the earth and ground yourself. You know how to work with the crystals of the earth. You know, or you wouldn't be on this page. So you know what you can do. So reach into it. 4 and 1 is 5. This is a significant change. It's always for the better. So Spirit wants you to step up into a senior role. You want to be a leader. You want to move forward. Ask them for help with whatever it is that you're going through at this time. And recognize that this is a spiritual transformation for you. It's not just an emotional, physical transformation. You are ascending. Awakening is, we're awakening to another layer, right? We're going up another level. And every time we do that, it's like a new birth. I told you yesterday, I woke up this morning and I've had a new birth. I have. I go through these cycles. I've noticed that about myself. I had a hysterectomy 20 years ago. So I don't have periods. I'm not around any women. So when I'm around women, I take on their period stuff. So I will gain like 5 pounds of water weight when somebody's going through their cycle. But there are no women living around me. I live with a man who lives downstairs, right? So I'm not affected by that. But I have noticed my cycle in my body. That when I'm building towards something, my stomach starts to bloat. It's really weird. I've watched it and I've paid attention. I woke up this morning after I cut the cords yesterday and did a complete mind overhaul. Stomach flat, new birth. It is a new level. But now when we have a new level, a new birth, okay, now it's even more important that we focus on our personal power, our strength. I can do this. I can do anything I set my mind to. Yes, I can. I have the backup. I've got the resources. I know where to go to get them. I've got the skills. I know that there are spiritual people that I can go to, that I can look to. Remember that song, I like me better when I'm with you. I know where I can go to get help, to be supported. I know that I need to stay in an area away from toxicity. I need to be in a place of spirituality, of strength. I know where I need to go. I need to go to the light. So that's what happens if you're going through a difficult time. This also represents, this could be a time of deepening, of friendships, of love in your life. This could be that you're meeting a spiritual mentor or coming together. I like myself better when I'm with you. You're connecting with spiritual people. I'm asking for Lily to get her health back together quickly. She's not doing real good right now because I want to connect with a bunch of spiritual people next week. I really want to do that. That's my intention. I'm putting it out there into the universe. We'll see what happens. But right now, this is about responsibility coming on. This is about stepping up, doing something outside of what you have done before, and you might be feeling a little nervous about it. You may not be quite sure of where you're going. Her eyes remind me of Bambi. Song right now. On another level. You're my lucky star. Want to walk on your wavelength and be there when you vibrate. For you, I'd risk it all. That's what you want. You want to be with who you're vibrating with. You want to be in the same frequency as where you want to move forward in a positive area of growth. You're looking nervous. Bambi eyes is what I'm looking at here. So Bambi says, I've just come out of a difficult time. Remember, Bambi's mother was lost and Bambi was on his own. He didn't know where to go or what to do. So mother is nurturing, loving, care. So maybe you've come out of a place that wasn't there. You've lost that support system. And so you're going into a place where you're not quite sure of yourself. So as a deer, you walk gently on your path. But where would you go? You don't go to someone that's going to bully you. It's going to push you around. That's going to tell you what to do. It's going to be aggressive and toxic. No, you go towards love, kindness. That's why you go towards a spiritual teacher. I'm speaking quickly because it's coming really fast. I've got to get it all out. You go towards who is going to help you move forward in the light. That's where you go. You don't go to a place where you are scared or uncertain. You reach out to somewhere that you feel the vibration that is equal. I'm feeling the vibration in my solar plexus right now, just speaking about it. This is about rapid growth. You will get stretch marks with this. And these are stretch marks you want to wear with pride. So this is time to take this seriously and move forward knowing you can do it. This is awesome. Now let's see what different ways this... I love to see that for water signs because, I mean, it wasn't all water signs, but certain water signs were really having a difficult time. And I was feeling it too, right? I was. And so I told you, I feel this energy this morning and it's freaking awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask for a few different scenarios, just like we just did, but we're going to do it differently. Okay, obstacles and challenges is the first one. Light upside down. Okay, so there's the second one. Then we're going to go to this one, and we're going to get shine. And we're going to get one more. I know you guys got 4, but this is the deal. Okay, so what we're looking at is, you heard everything I just said. This is you, right? You are facing an obstacle or a challenge, right? That's what we just said. You're facing an obstacle and a challenge. This is taking a leap of faith, okay? I don't care how everybody else reads this card. I know what Spirit's showing me. I'm looking down at this, and I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like a serpent, a snake coming up. See its eyes, see its mouth? If I go into that, it's going to consume me, right? Look at the water way down there. Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm getting dizzy just looking at that. This is a huge change for me. This is scary for me. You might be a skydiver, but I'm not. I don't even like to go off the high dive. That's what I'm feeling, right? So what happens is I'm thinking about that. When I think about that, my light goes out. I dim my light. I shoot for the bottom. I'm going down, man. I'm going down here where it's safe. And forget shining. Forget shining. I'm going down here. But what do you have to do? You need to reach for the light. You're not going to look down there at the dark. You're going to be the fool. You're going to jump off like this. Look at the difference between this and this, right? You're going to reach for the light. You're going to ask for the help of the Ascended Masters or any of your family members or your team, your spiritual team, to help you out. You're going to reach for that. You're going to take the leap of faith, and instead of looking like that, it's going to look like that. 1 and 9 is 10. It's the end. That was the end of something. And now this is the new beginning. And you are going for it. You are allowing your heart. You're going where your heart is leading you. You're being led by your heart, not by your fear here. And then you turn this around. And then you see all of the support of everyone. 1 and 9 again, 10. This is your new beginning. You are reaching for the stars. You are reaching for the stars. You are in amongst the stars. The light is all around you. You have support. You are totally being guided and protected here. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it. Okay, here you are. All right. Well, I hit a wall. I hit a wall, and it was an ending. I hit the end, you know? it could be an end of, I don't know, whatever it was. You didn't feel like you were shining. The light wasn't shining on you. Whatever it was the ending of something, right? And still, I'm going to look at this situation and I'm going to realize, you know what? I hit the wall. The light wasn't shining on me. I wasn't chosen, right? I didn't have the support of anyone else. I didn't have their support. So I'm going to take the lead myself because I know the power that I have. I'm going to reach for my own personal power. I'm going to ask Spirit, fill me. This is what I do when I ask the Father. Please use me as a divine channel for your healing energy. Fill me first, Father. I need to be filled first before I can fill anyone else, right? I've just come out of a difficult situation. I just had the door slammed in my face. It's been tough. Whatever I've been going through, may have been going through it and going through it and going through it and going through it. It may not be the door's not been slammed in my face. The door just hasn't opened. I've been working. Look at all the pearls of wisdom. I mean, I've learned lessons. I've been holding them. I've been growing. I've been doing all of this personal growth. And the door hasn't opened. The light hasn't shone on me. I haven't gotten any support. So I'm going to ask you to fill me with all of the power that you can give me, with all of the knowledge. Fill me with peace. Fill me with a sense of love and compassion and forgiveness. Whatever I feel that I am lacking, whatever I am mistakenly viewing, fill me with what I need to counterbalance that. And now I see myself filling. I see myself. It's coming all the way down through my arm. It's going right down through the top of my head, into my crown, down through my throat, through my heart, all the way down through my solar plexus, sacral chakra, down into my root chakra, down to my base. I am completely filling with the light from my Father. If my Father can, there's no more power than this. This is the greatest power there is, the light. This is my truth. This is my self-love. This is my Father's love. I know if I reach for the light and I stay on my path, my ascended masters are working closely with me. They are literally touching my hand. They're filling me. And as it fills me, every one of my chakras are going to be highlighted and activated. Every one of them is moving forward. And I'm going to start understanding. I'm going to start turning things around. I'm going to start realizing, you know what? I have all of your support. I have myriads of angels. This is what I tell myself all the time. I'm not afraid. I am afraid to jump out of an airplane. And I don't go bungee jumping. But as far as moving forward in my life, I got myriads of angels standing around me. If we could only see what they look like standing around us. You know, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this is you and this is them. That's what we have. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to recognize that's on my side. And I'm going to realize you are filling my heart and you are lifting me. You are lifting me. And you are going to make me shine. I'm going to shine. This is self-love. This is where I want to go and what I want to do. This is my desires. Whatever love would say, whatever love would do, whatever is going to be in the highest good for me and myself and others, I fill myself with this. I accept this. I am worthy of this. I deserve this. I know I deserve to be loved. I know I deserve to be successful. I know I deserve to be surrounded by loving, supportive friends. I deserve all of this. And I recognize that, you know what? We all have shit. We all have blockages and challenges. And sometimes the door doesn't open because it's not meant for me. So I'll go to what is meant for me. I'll reach for what is in my highest good. And I'll recognize that was growth for me. But the only way that I keep myself in a state of balance and away from this is if I focus on the light. If I go to where the light is. This is all positive energy. There's two endings happening here. But that means there's two beginnings happening as well. So there's your messages. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to give everybody, ask Spirit for an affirmation for each group to think about today, along with all of this that you have to think about. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is it that you would like the ones who chose Ganesh to think about today? I'm going to go to the whispers of love. Correct neutrality on all levels. Correct neutrality on all levels. So people say, well, what does that mean? Well, it means the door was closed, right? It means the light wasn't shining. You weren't chosen. Does that mean that you just have to stay there and that's it for your life? No, your life moves on. Because when the door closes, that means another one opens, right? A better one, bigger and better. You always say when you're after something, a job, a person, place, or thing, this or something better. So when that one didn't come for you, it's because something better is coming. All right, people who chose Ganesh, what are you meant to focus on today? Show simple acts of kindness today, right? Because this is what we do. If you're in a difficult place, you focus on other people. When you send your light out, what would love say, what would love do? There is a change. There is a significant change. And maybe it's tough on you. So then you give to someone else because it brings positive energy to you. And it also helps another. Also, when we help others, we find our own answers. So give of yourself today, people who chose Ganesh. People who chose the wand, the quartz wand, what is your message? Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. So there's two ways of looking at this. You may have lost something, right? Or thought you had. Somebody's ship might have sailed without you in it. But there's a blessing in it. Sometimes losing something is a blessing. So this is about releasing, surrendering, letting it go. This is also about being receptive to spirit and saying, I welcome blessings into my life. Everything has a gift. It's just how we look at it. 1 and 3 is 4. You are completely surrounded, protected, and guided by angels. There's no reason for fear. So whatever you think you might have lost, recognize there's something better coming for you. And keep your heart and mind open to it. There are miracles and blessings every day. Look for them. For those who chose the Selenite Tower, actually, it's Ladybug, isn't it? Yeah. For those who chose the Ladybug, try and keep it in order. Ask for help. So what is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So here is little Ariel going to her father, King Triton, right? Go to your father. This is a mermaid, which means you're in your emotional waters. Song right now, I'll just dive right in. Follow your lead. Huh, that's literally what it said. I'll just dive right in and follow your lead. Because your father, your spiritual father, knows what's best for you and wants to give to you and wants everything that you want in your highest good. So what do you need help with? Allow yourself the support you need. Now, does this mean reaching out to your own physical father? Does this mean you, a man, reaching out to a woman? To your mermaid? Is there a mermaid in your life that you need to reach out to? Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. For those who chose the Selenite wand, I'll dive right in and follow your lead. I like that, you know? I love that. I love the analogy. I mean, I'm part of a wolf pack, and in the wolf pack, there is no specific leader. There are alpha females and alpha males. They take turns leading. That's a true partnership. That's a successful partnership in any arrangement, taking turns. Because you don't want to be part of a what is that called? What is it called? What was Hitler called? Like a regime, you know? You don't want to be controlled by somebody, and you don't want to be controlling. You want to have an equal partnership. Correct for neutrality in all levels. For those who chose the Selenite Tower, what is your message? Listen with your heart. Always. What would love say? What would love do? You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So I'm hearing the words, but maybe you're not supposed to hear the words. My phrase that I coined, people get lost in the words sometimes and forget the feelings. Sometimes people say things when they're hurt. Sometimes people say things when they're angry. But hurt and anger comes from fear. So what is the truth of the matter? I wouldn't be so angry if I didn't love you so much. I wouldn't be so afraid if it wasn't so important. Right? Listen with your heart. I got prickles in my hands right now. So you're listening to what's being said, but are you listening through your heart? All right, you guys, that's it. I hope that was helpful for you. I love you.